Andrea, Steven, and Afram are helping me serve up your good stuff dish of the day. Welcome back, y'all. Great to have you. Our first story might explain why the second the temperature goes up, every patio in the city suddenly fills up. So this new report says Aperol Spritz orders go through the roof once temperatures hit around 20 degrees Celsius. And experts say the drink has become synonymous with summer thanks to the bright color, its lighter taste, and vacation energy. So team, the question I have for you is, if not Aperol Spritz, what drink instantly signals summer? And if it's Aperol Spritz, that's okay too.
Can we take one?
I think so. I think so.
They're
Let's
just
do it.
kind of
Let's
very
do it.
tempting. Here we go.
Okay, I'll weigh in. I will say I love an Aperol Spritz, but I think there's nothing like a good gin and tonic. You know, classic gin and tonic with a lot of lime or lemon on the dock says summer to me.
So good. I'm with you.
Mine's full-on margarita.
Oh yeah, I love that one too. That's my second one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It has to be with salt and sugar on the rim.
So do you do blended or on the rocks?
On the rocks.
Yeah.
Blended gets too watery.
I hear you.
Yeah.
It separates.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
There we go.
No. Do you do lime or like other flavors?
Full-on lime.
Full-on
Classic,
lime.
Real lime juice. It has to be real lime juice.
juice.
Okay.
Classic,
No
yeah.
margarita mix.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
We're hardcore.
This is lovely though.
Okay.
Love it.
Afram, what about you?
You know, I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to go with a glass of rosé. I think, you don't want rosé in January.
Yeah.
You want it, in the summer. I think rosé, because I don't drink it a lot, but like...
It's
I kinda-
nice.
Yeah.
Do you add ice?
No.
I do. You should try it.
Or
Really?
I do. Sometimes a little like extra bubble of something else.
Okay.
And there's
I
the
like
frosé too.
Like a little
Yeah.
frizzante
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, next up, our Good Stuff's food stylist, Lauren. She came across a viral food trend that substitutes sliced cucumbers for nachos as the base, and then you load it up. You put cheese, salsa, jalapenos, all the classic nacho toppings. People online say it's a lighter, fresher way to enjoy nachos, while others say if there aren't chips, they're not nachos.
Yeah.
So, of course, we have to try them for ourselves. I've got it here in front of me.
Yeah.
I got tongs to try and scoop this up for you. We're gonna give this a try. Andrea, I'm gonna get your take first before you even try it.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm gonna react like as an emoji, and I'm just gonna give it this emoji.
No, really?
You know what? I love cucumber. I love nachos. Cucumber and cheese. It doesn't seem like it's a good combo. It's gonna get soggy. No. Give me cucumbers in my salad. Give me my nacho chips in my nachos. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's solid.
I'm not about it.
No.
Steven, how you feeling?
Full-on thumbs down. I mean, it's a great salad. It's lovely. It's fresh. It's not nachos.
Oh yeah, it's a salad.
Yeah. You can't say like, hey, come over for nachos, and this happens. You're like,
Can you imagine?
I agree.
no.
Can you imagine if I invited you guys over and I was like, we're gonna have margaritas and nachos, and I made blended margaritas with a mix and served cucumber nachos? Like, I feel like we'd be friends off.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Did you even try?
Yeah, I did. Look, I'm all for thinking outside the box. Like, I'm into experimenting. I think this is just forced. You know what I mean? It's like someone thought, you know what, this is gonna be great. It's not, and like, I just think, classics are classics for a reason.
For a reason.
Exactly.
Cucumber, tomato, and feta all the way.
Yeah.
But,
there you go.
this,
That's what
I don't know, it
yeah.
just seems forced.
Well,
Yeah.
I will say, I forced a couple bites in, and last
Yeah,
time...
you see what I mean?
Well, last time I was here, I had, a grilled cheese with ice cream sandwiches in it, and I liked it.
Wait, cheese and ice cream?
I feel like it was a grilled cheese with it. Anyway, it had ice cream sandwiches in it.
Interesting.
But I don't mind it. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I think
But
my
it's
taste...
not great.
It's not great.
Okay.
It's not great.
Nobody's perfect.
No. Well, hey, thank you for the segue, because speaking of perfect, our final story is asking whether we should be taking our cats outside too. A new article from BBC News is looking at the rise of people putting their kitty cats in little harnesses and taking them outside for walks. And whether it's actually good for them or just good for social media, now adventure cats is becoming a huge hashtag online. Experts say some cats really do enjoy the extra stimulation in outside air. Others find it stressful or overwhelming. So what do we think? Is this like legit for the cats, or is this for the gram?
A question. Like,
Okay.
are they on a leash?
Yeah, they're in like little harnesses with a leash, and you take them out just like you would the dog. You take them out for a little cat walk.
I mean, I don't know.
If it's an outdoor cat, sure.
Yeah.
But my honest opinion, if I saw that in the street, I just.
Little
Are you
eye
another
roll.
emoji? You're the eye roll?
An eye roll.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm also a dog person, so.
That's valid. That's valid.
If the cat's not traumatized and they're out there, like, I mean, if you're dragging it and
Yes.
it's trying to get away and it's, climbing up trees, then no. I mean, you're traumatizing the cat. But I mean, if it is used to it,
Yeah.
maybe if you try it in your backyard, give it a little go. But,
Yeah.
Is it just for the gram?
But that's ridiculous. Like, that's, yeah.
It's better than the cucumber nacho.
Oh, there we go. Well played.
I think the bar is still pretty low
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
Team, thank you so much. It is finally spring, and spring is the perfect time to declutter your home. But do you know how, of all the items you're storing, what's worth storing, what's worth selling, or what you should just get rid of? Well, here to help us navigate is organizing expert Megan Arthurs. It's so good to have you here.
So good to see you.
So, Megan and I have known each other actually for a really long time, and you know that I love organizing.
You do.
I'm
This is
obsessed with
like
organizing.
your jam.
It is, but at some point, like, organizing can become like organized hoarding, which is because you're keeping too much. So you got to know what to get rid of.
Yes, this is true.
So let's start with clothes. I have a hard
Okay.
time getting rid of clothes.
Yes.
Especially if I spent a lot of money on it.
This is the thing. So I do want to talk about clothing that are maybe higher brands, the
Yeah.
ones that you did invest in and were like, okay, I know I don't wear it.
Yeah.
And it's just hanging in my closet. And a lot of people do like selling their clothes. But here's the thing. When we sell our clothing, we tend to place value on it as to what we actually spent. But what we want to do instead is place value on what it's worth today.
Okay.
Okay, because we know clothing, the minute you buy it, the minute you wear it, it does start to depreciate.
Yes.
And a lot of the time we're like, but it was so expensive, I spent so much money. What we want to ask ourselves instead is this in demand today? Is
Okay.
this relevant? Is
Because sometimes
this
we've held on to it too long and now it's out of style.
right? Or maybe I just bought it because it was trending, but I actually don't like the way it looks on me. I don't like the way it fits.
Yeah.
So these are sort of the questions that we want to be asking ourselves.
Okay.
And then when it comes to selling, if you do want to sell your clothes, I recommend just selling solo. So a lot of times we go to consignment.
Yeah.
But I have to say, the consignment world has changed drastically.
What do you mean?
Post-pandemic, because dress codes are different now. Even like if you go to
Oh,
the
that's
theater,
true.
have you noticed how like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, everyone was so fancy and now people are like wearing
their
denim.
sweatpants.
Yeah, they're wearing sweatpants.
Yeah.
So the world is different, society is different,
thing.
people are working from home, there's hybrid working,
Yeah.
different dress codes. So yes, consignment wants those designer high-end brands, but they want the casual pieces.
Okay.
Less of those like pantsuits, skirt suits, less of the formal wear.
So harder to sell.
Harder to sell with consignment, but easier to sell and more resale value when you sell on your own.
Okay.
So my verdict is
To
to sell your items.
sell your designer items and the
Yes.
blazers and the heels and all the stuff that you're
Yes.
hanging on to. Are you guys
Yes.
okay with that? You can sell it? Yeah. Are you gonna do that? Okay. The next one, oh my goodness, I hope my husband's watching. Old tech.
Oh, gosh.
Phones, cameras, cords, electronics. I saw a gentleman in the audience. Do you have a box of cords that you won't get rid of? Yeah, he's nodding yes.
Perfect example.
And I have it in a clear box labeled cords, but what should I actually be doing with it?
Okay, so technology is the fastest depreciating category. So when it comes to your devices in general, like your phones, your tablets,
Yeah.
there's always new models evolving and being launched. So the one in your hand is just not relevant and it's not desirable. So if you think like, oh, I'm gonna sell my cell phone, I'm gonna sell my laptop that I bought in 2015, like it's not worth anything.
Right.
Okay. Then when it comes to, I call it like the box of like cord spaghetti.
Guys, that cord spaghetti.
Every home has this.
Yeah.
Okay. We hold on to this because we have fear and a scarcity mindset that we're going to lose compatibility. Like we are like, okay, I know that cord belongs to something in my home, but I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Yes, that's true.
This is a real fear and worry.
I know.
Chances are, if you have not gone looking for anything in that box of mishmash for 6 to 12 months, your life is
Okay,
fine.
but Megan, everybody's like, the one time you need it, like the one time you need to plug in that one old camera,
It's so far and few between.
Yeah.
Because clearly you're not using your camera then.
obviously.
Right.
Because I'm using my phone. Yeah, that's true.
So-
okay, so sell, store, or let it go.
We're letting go, and we're letting go responsibly.
Okay.
Because technology has all these bits and pieces to it. It has batteries, it has pieces of metal. We shouldn't just be throwing that in the garbage.
Right.
So retailers that sell electronic devices typically have a recycling program.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, so you can clear your device, put it back to factory settings, and then go drop it off there.
Okay. I'll let my husband know that we can get rid of the box.
I hope he's watching.
Okay, this last one, and there's a lot of sentimental value. And I have 3 kids. I have a set of triplets, so we'd like 3 of everything. And kids gear, kids clothes, baby gear, all that kind of stuff. We hang on to that.
Yes. Okay, so there's a balance here. So some things, of course, we want to hang on to because it represents a special moment in time. There are emotions attached.
Yeah.
But the big gear, we want to be really mindful about. So a lot of people don't know this, but there are safety standards,
Yes.
right? So like an infant car seat, for example, it expires 6 to 7 years. So if you're holding on to it for that long, it may not even be usable by the time you want to use it again. Other people may be able to use it. So if you're planning to grow your family, people in your circle are growing their family, sure, let's hold on to a selected, curated amount of the essentials because it's expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of them were gifted to you probably.
Yeah.
But then just to hold on to it for emotional value, you know, I would always say the verdict is just to donate. There's so many great charities out there.
There really are.
Women's shelters, people that really do need these items if you're not currently using them.
Yeah, and you bring up a really good point. I think part of the reason why it's hard to give things away sometimes is because you want to make sure that they're going to have value attached.
Yes.
That's a really great place to drop them off. Okay, can we talk about solid wood dining room sets? Furniture pieces. I see these all over the online sales room. Look at everybody's nodding. Because there's value placed in it. You don't want to just toss it.
Oh my goodness. Anne-Marie, my whole life growing up, all I heard was like, that's real wood. Or
That's
like,
right.
that's
It's
maple.
solid wood. That's
That is
right.
solid wood.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is really common for an older generation, right? So they invested a lot in these pieces and they still have these
But
pieces.
you bought them to last.
You bought them to last. Our homes are designed differently now. So a
true.
lot of the homes are built differently. There's open concepts. So gone are the days where every single homeowner had a separate room for a dining room. Like a lot of homes that
that's
I
true.
work in, there's just one eating table,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So we don't have physical space for like the set with the leaf and the china cabinet and all the bits and bobs.
Yeah.
That generation also likes to hold on to things because they think my kids are gonna want it, my grandkids are gonna want it.
We don't want it.
I'm sorry,
We
Mom
do
and Dad.
not want it.
We just don't want it. And again, like times have really changed. The younger generation are living in a 500 square foot condo. Like we don't have capacity for all of these items. And the younger generation just values where they place their money a little bit differently. Like they're not investing in these heavy duty pieces of furniture. Like they are okay with more minimalistic furniture.
Okay.
Furniture that is not expensive. If something happens to it, it's not a big deal. So if you're holding on to your 12-seater dining room table because you think it's a big ticket value or you think your grandkids want it, they don't. Let it go.
Okay, so let that one go.
Let it go.
All right, these are always great tips, Megan. Thank you so much.
you.
How you guys are okay with that?
Want to go on a road trip but not quite sure where? Well, Owen Reeves is here with 3 epic Canadian adventures. Hey, Owen, how's it going?
Great. I'm excited for a road trip.
I am, you know what, this for me, my husband and I have been talking about it. This is our summer for road trip.
Oh, I feel like it's a really Canadian thing, the summer
Yeah.
road trip. Get in the car, go for a drive.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's so good. Okay, so we're gonna start off, you got 3 different places for us to go. We're gonna start off with a 3-day long weekend trip through Quebec.
You got it, yeah. So this is our kind of city tour. So we're going to start in Montreal, which if you haven't, I mean, you get a reaction, right? If you haven't been to Montreal, it may be the best city in Canada.
I love it. The food out of control.
I was gonna say,
Walking,
so everything from like French bistros to you've got your famous poutine, you've got bagels, you've got Montreal smoked meat.
favorite one, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Best bagels in the world, maybe?
Yeah, I agree. Yes. Get out of here.
But amazing cultural sites. Old Montreal is incredible to walk through, especially in the evening. The Notre Dame Basilica is gorgeous. They do a concert series. If you can go see a concert there,
Cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
And then walk up Mount Royal,
Yes.
especially in the evening. It's one of the best city views in the whole country. Totally worth the not too difficult walk. So I love visiting Montreal. Spend a couple of nights in Montreal. There's a lot to see and do. So this would be we get there on a Friday, we stay Friday night, we'll also stay Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then the road trip kind of starts.
Yeah.
So we're going to hit the road because we're going to Quebec City.
Ooh.
And you're gonna take,
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you're gonna take the scenic route. So the north side of the St. Lawrence, a little bit slower, but incredibly scenic. And Quebec is gorgeous, really underrated. It's one of the oldest cities, if not the oldest in North America. So the walled part of, there you go. The walled part of the city is incredible. Walk on the ramparts, and then you've got really impressive cultural sites. You've got the Citadel. They also have a Notre Dame Basilica, just to be confusing.
Yeah.
And the Quebec Parliament is, these are beautiful buildings. It's a great place to walk. We can't forget about the Chateau Frontenac, which is apparently the most photographed hotel in the world.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so if you can catch that in the evening, it is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. What a good day.
Right? That's a good weekend right there.
That's a solid weekend. Okay, fantastic. So now we're done Quebec. We're heading out east.
Yes.
We're going to Atlantic Canada.
We are.
This one you've got like a week-long kind of maritime road trip.
That's right. And I'm going to say that we're going to count both weekends. If you're taking a week off, you get weekends at both ends, right? So we're going to start in Halifax, which is the biggest city in Atlantic Canada. And it's a really pretty place. It's not gigantic, so we would say compact. It's compact. So easy to walk around. The waterfront boardwalk is really beautiful. The Halifax Public Gardens, gorgeous.
Yes.
Really fun nightlife too. So you can go out on Argyle Street, lots of live music, a great time. And the Museum of Immigration, must visit at Pier 21. My own great-grandparents came through Pier 21 back in the day, and so really amazing cultural history of the whole country, not just Halifax. So totally worth hanging out there for a while.
I love that. I also love anytime I leave Halifax, I feel so strong because there's so many hills that you're like, oh my gosh.
Right. You get your exercise in, right? Then we're going to hit the road, and we're going to Cape Breton Island.
Okay.
Which,
come on.
This is a bucket list thing for, I would say, anyone in Canada. This is a landscape really unlike anything else in the country, very reminiscent of the Scottish Highlands. And there is a lot of Scottish heritage there. So Scots Gaelic, it's actually pronounced Gaelic, not Gaelic if it's Scottish, is a spoken language there. There are street signs in Gaelic, which is really cool. So you get that really great history. You can go to a Cayley. Have you ever been to Cayley?
No.
So a Cayley's like a country dance where they're going to play traditional music.
Cool.
There's actual dances that they'll teach you how to do. Go to a Cayley. It's an incredible time. And then the thing I love there, Cape Breton Highlands National Park at the very north end. The Cabot Trail is one of the world's best drives, period, full stop. If you haven't done it, do it over a couple of days. Stay in the park, go for a hike. There's also incredible golfing if you're so inclined. Yeah, so one of the bucket list courses for a lot of people is Cabot Cliffs. There's a lot to do there. Spend a few days. But then we're going to wrap up with a weekend in a place I know you love. We're going to Prince Edward Island.
Yes, we are. So good.
So you're going to kind of take it easy maybe at the end of a big road trip. So go walk the red sand beaches on the north side of the island. Go have some great fresh seafood. And it's also a place where if you're a golfer, there is a ton of golfing and some of the best courses in the whole country. So you can just kind of have a little chill, have a few drinks, have a nice meal before you hit the road and go home.
First time I ever flew into PEI, do you know who just left the airport because she loves golfing there? Judge Judy.
Maybe see Judge Judy.
Maybe
who
see
knows?
Judge Judy. You got it.
But it's a beautiful place and a very different character. So you're going to get a lot of the different maritime feel.
I love that. That's fantastic. Okay, now let's head out to the West Coast. We got some West Coasters in the audience. You've got a 2-week road trip, so a big one through the Mounties.
Yes, this is like your summer vacation kind of road trip. And this is actually the big trip that I did, my first big trip in my life with my grandparents, was pretty much this trip. And it was amazing. So we're going to start in Edmonton. Capital of Alberta. I think Calgary more famous, but Edmonton's the capital. And Edmonton's a lovely, smaller city. Great museums. The West Edmonton Mall is totally worth a visit. And there's an incredible national park called Elk Island just outside of the city. And you're going to get a lot of that prairie character.
Oh, cool.
And there are elk.
Whoa.
So it's an amazing wildlife refuge. And you're going to see a part of Alberta that we maybe don't think of right off the top when you think of Alberta, but it's really lovely. And then we're going to head west. And what's west? The mountains. So we're going to Jasper. So Jasper's straight west from Edmonton.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
Lovely, smaller city. They were really devastated by a wildfire a couple years ago. Go there, it's incredible. Then we're going to do one of the, again, Cabot Trail is one of the drives. Icefield Parkway is another one of the drives. So that's between Jasper and then,
gosh.
Banff Lake Louise. No cell service. So you can actually disconnect completely. It is stunningly gorgeous. And then we're in Banff and Lake Louise. And you're not going to have a bad time there, I promise. But if you're there in the summer and you want to go to one of the popular spots, get there early. I mean, like sunrise. you want to be there.
Yeah.
If you're going to Lake Louise, if you're going to Moraine Lake, you got to be there early. Then we're going to keep heading west. We're going to go out of the Rockies, maybe find a hot spring if you can.
Okay.
We're going to the Okanagan Valley
Oh,
in British
yes.
Columbia. Has anyone been? Anyone been over
Yes,
there?
Kelowna and stuff. So good.
Exactly. So it's incredible in the summer, really hot. It feels like you're in California.
It's really hot.
Yeah, it's really different. But there's a lot of lakes. You can go for a swim.
Yeah.
There's over 200 wineries in the Okanagan. So I don't think you're going to get bored or run out of places to visit. And obviously the fresh produce there is absolutely the best. So it's a beautiful, beautiful place in the summer. And then when you're bored of that, which might take a while, we're going to keep on driving west and we're going out to Vancouver.
Nice.
Yeah, Vancouver is probably my favorite city in the country. It is an incredibly beautiful place where you've got the mountains as the backdrop, you've got the ocean in the foreground, great food there, especially if you're looking for any kind of Asian cuisine, absolutely fantastic. And it's also a place where nature is really close by.
Yeah.
Stanley Park is incredible,
Beautiful.
totally worth going for a visit. And if you want to get just outside of town, Grouse Mountain, Cypress Mountain, they're like half an hour out of town.
Yeah.
And you can go do a hike up there and you will have a view that will absolutely blow your mind. And if you're feeling, extra, I don't know, like you want even more of that, go up to Squamish, go up to Whistler, short drives for a day trip.
Yeah.
Vancouver's incredible.
Ugh, Owen, I got so many places to go. Thank you so much for taking us through Canada. That was a delight. Ren are back and helping me serve up your good stuff dish. Welcome back, everybody. What a thrill. Okay, so we are starting off today with a story that might change the way you spend your weekends. Now, according to a team of scientists from UCLA, researchers have developed a formula for the perfect weekend. They say the ideal weekend includes a vacation mindset. Don't know what that means. A balance of autonomy and connection, at least 2 hours in nature, some movement, good sleep, a little social time, but not too much, and keeping chores or work to about 2 hours max. Who are these people?
The formula is stressing me out.
The formula sounds great, but I think I need 8 days to accomplish it. I think the big takeaway from the study, though, was to just to be present and intentional. That matters more than kind of packing your weekend schedule full.
Yes.
So, okay, that was a very intense schedule. What's your perfect schedule for the weekend? Alex, what about you?
Well, working as a chef, I work on the weekend. But when I do get, Sunday, Monday rolls around, my biggest thing is like turning my phone and my email just like off.
Nice.
Amen. Not talking to anyone.
Disconnect is so good. Yeah. Okay, Kyle.
Would you believe I used to be a party animal?
Oh!
These days, you will find me Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. at the dog park. I will saddle up, my boyfriend and my dog. We hang out at the. I know.
What's your dog
It's cute,
name?
right? Yeah. He's a little Chihuahua Dachshund mix.
What a
And the dog park,
cutie.
I actually think it hits some of the things they talked about because it's some nature, there's some social because we catch up with the neighbors, we get a little bit of gossip, and it's green grass, sun is shining. My dog, my partner, go get a coffee and a croissant. So it sets me up for a good weekend.
I was to say Kyle's killing it. That sounds so good. Leanne, what about you?
Okay, so I'm like Alex. I don't ditch my phone.
Okay.
Because my weekends revolve around my phone sitting with my husband in the backyard using the Merlin Bird app.
Oh my gosh, my favorite app. That is my favorite app.
And our conversations happen with the birds.
Yeah.
We have 2 cardinals in particular that have visited us every year, a beautiful couple. Her name is Cardi B, his name is Cardinal Official. They're 2 cardinals, and we have day-long chats with them, and we just keep the grab-and-go treats coming from the fridge and the drinks also like on just pouring in the glass, keep the glasses full. That's it. We sit, we bird, we relax, we nap.
I love that. I love that. What about you?
So everyone watches women's sports. So this year has been about our weekends are traveling for games.
Oh, fun.
So I've just spent weekends in Montreal watching the Montreal Victoire.
Oh, so cool.
Amazing.
And then the Montreal Roses and like women's soccer. And so outdoors and there's social and I'm not on my phone unless I'm taking photos and like trolling my friends about their team losing.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like it's a lot of that lately.
I love that.
Yeah, it's been really great.
Honestly, you guys are making me feel like I need to like adopt some of these things. I'm like, all I now is on Sunday. I really like going to the market. I go to the St. Lawrence Market. I like to get my stuff for the week, prep everything, get ready, and just have like time in the kitchen because I cook for work.
Yes.
But I like having time that's not work in the kitchen time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But then nowadays I feel guilty because it's like, oh, I should be filming this.
No, you can't.
This is content.
You open up
That's
that
why I
window,
threw
you
the
listen
phone
to the
out.
birds at the same time. That is two birds, one stone, if you will. Now, next up, we are chatting food trends. So apparently dill pickles, I'm amped, is going to be everywhere right now. So there are two big trends that you might want to try at your next backyard barbecue. The first one is shaving frozen dill pickles over vanilla ice cream, okay? So you get that frozen dill pickle, you shave it over. Pals, you each have a bowl over there, so grab one. And just give it on there. So use your rasp, not just for citrus zest and garlic anymore, pals. Shall we get a taste?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm not mad about this. Let's see if it's good. I'm not mad about that.
Actually, I'm not mad about
I'm not mad about that.
That's actually
Alex
really
Page
good.
hates it. Kyle, what are your thoughts?
I don't know.
On a different planet, I may appreciate this. Here on Earth, on this day, I want my pickles here and my ice cream there.
Okay, got it. Got it, Leanne.
It's like
Oh, my brain
garlic.
just went. I'm like processing the sweet and the sour at the same time.
and the
It's
salty.
an interesting trip. I don't hate it. I just don't know if I love it.
Okay, yeah, you're confused
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Ren and I are like,
I want my third spoon.
gimme.
I really like this. But I also really love pickles.
I love a pickle.
I really love pickles.
Ever since I was a kid, I'd always be like, Mom, pickle aisle, and I'd eat the whole jar, and she'd buy an empty jar of pickles at the end. All right, the second thing is there's actually a thing called pickle lemonade that's coming out. It's kind of wild. So this is basically, you get lemonade, you get pickle juice, and you dump the pickle juice in the lemonade, and then you add those dill pickles. Also, kind of like the world's weirdest sangria. And then, okay, you each have one. Let's give it a taste, shall we?
Charcuterie sangria.
Oh yeah, do not use a cornichon, not a sweet pickle, my pals. Okay, let's give it a go.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that. Oh, Leah hates it so much.
Again, it's not a hate. It's just, it's very pickle forward, which I assume is what it's supposed to be doing.
Kyle, what do you think?
You know what I'm getting? Ren, you know a pickleback?
Yeah.
Sean
I love that you said
Jameson.
it to me. I like that.
Sean Jameson with some pickle juice. I'm thinking throw it like some whiskey in here, and this would actually not be bad at all.
This is the party coming out.
Yeah,
I love
that's
this.
exactly like a party animal.
Alex, what do you think?
I want vodka.
Listen, I think the moral of the story is if you like pickles, give it a go. If you don't, please don't. I don't know about you, but when I'm going on a road trip, if I don't have car snacks, things are going wrong. You know what I mean? I get so snacky in a car, then you stop at a gas station, you get a bunch of bags of chips. It's an absolute delight. But when you can plan in advance and pack something that's nutritious, super tasty, still got that crunch factor, it's an absolute dream. Now, this is a little bit of a dupe on a snack that you can get at a certain grocery store here in Ontario. We're talking edamame dip. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I write a lot of recipes for this show, and this one got the biggest reaction upstairs with the producers. I got an immediate email back being like, yes, edamame dip. I'm very excited about it. It's kind of sort of like a hummus, but it's green, it's really, really bright and tasty, and I'm gonna make it with some homemade tortilla chips. Super simple, done in the oven, it's gonna be fantastic. The first thing we need to do, though, is get to work on that dip. So even though it's called edamame dip, there's actually a good amount of kale in it. That's what actually bulks up this recipe. I know, but kale dip doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. But we got to get to work on our kale. So I've just got some curly kale here, just classic green. And what you want to do is remove it from the stem. So I'm just going to kind of grab it and pull. Anything that snaps off is nice and tender. Anything that doesn't is a little bit too woody to eat. So just give that a little bit of, guys, I moisturized before I came out here. As soon as I did it, I was like, this was a huge mistake. All right, looking good. Now, if you wanted to, you could also use frozen kale for this. That's what I typically do at home. Frozen kale's great. Pop it in the freezer, leave it there. It's all shredded up already. And it tends to be a little bit more concentrated and dense because it's been frozen and chopped up nice and fine. So for that, you would only need about 2 cups of frozen kale. Since I'm using fresh, and as you can see, as I cut it, it tends to bounce up, I need about 4 cups of that. That equals about the same amount. So I'm gonna pop that into a bowl where I have some already. Then I'm gonna go in with some jalapenos. Now, my favorite thing about this dip is it always says on the package, spicy. and it's never spicy. Like even someone who doesn't like spice, I don't think would find it spicy. So if you want it to be that like not spicy, I would go in with 1 jalapeno. I want a little bit of heat, so I'm gonna go in with 2. That sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's not, because we're actually going to blanch these vegetables. And when you blanch a jalapeno or cook it in general, it tends to take down the heat a little. If you don't like the heat, feel free to take out all those seeds and stuff, but honestly, I'm leaving it in because I like a little bit of heat. All right, pop those into the bowl as well. Now over here on the stove, I have got some boiling water. Now you want to use really, really well salted boiling water. This is a great tip anytime you're cooking anything that's green. If you want to cook something that's green in water and you do not want it to turn brown, put a bunch of salt in there. Most of that salt is gonna go down the drain, so it's really not gonna add too much salt to the recipe, but it is gonna keep the color in these vegetables really bright and tasty. So season that well with salt. Guys, I know it's a lot. I know. Most of that's going down the drain. The vegetables don't absorb as much. Like even like pasta water is really salty. That absorbs more of the water than these vegetables will. This just seasons them and keeps them nice and bright and green. So I'm gonna go in with that 4 cups of kale, those 2 jalapenos that I chopped up. Then I'm also gonna go in with that edamame. So I've got 2 cups of frozen edamame here. That's gonna go right on in. Give that a bit of a stir, and that just needs to cook for, I would say, anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. You want everything to be bright green still, but you also want it to be tender. That's gonna blend together really nicely. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. While that does its thing, we're gonna get to work on the chips. So for the chips, you could do corn tortillas if you wanted to. Flour tortillas cook up really nicely in the oven though. So I've got 6 here. And what I'm gonna do is you wanna get a little bit of oil on there. So you could brush a little olive oil. To be honest, that takes some time. You can also just use nonstick cooking spray or like the olive oil cooking spray. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a spritz on both sides and stack them up. This is gonna get the perfect amount of oil coating that gives you that golden brown crisp. Again, if you want to, if you've got one of those ones that's like a little pump and you put olive oil in it, feel free to do that. I don't, so that's why we're going with the classic. All right, I'm gonna cut these into anywhere from like 8 to 12 triangles. So just in half, in half, in half, and in half. You know how to do 8, right? Perfect. And now you've got basically little flour tortilla chips. Super simple, really easy. I'm gonna pop those onto a sheet pan, and you wanna put them in a relatively even layer. That way they're gonna get nice and crispy and golden brown in the oven. These need about, I would say, anywhere from 10 to 14 minutes, depending on the moistness of those tortillas when they go in. Those go in a 375-degree oven for about, again, 10 to 14 minutes. Let those do their thing until they're golden brown. Give them a stir about halfway through just to flip them over so they get evenly brown. So while those do their thing, we're gonna get to work on that dip. Over here, because of the magic of TV, I have all those beautiful greens already cooked down in my food processor. You need a food processor for this. You could also do this in a high-speed blender. Even a smoothie blender would work. But into there, I'm gonna add in some bright, fresh green, because these are a little bit cooked. So I've got some parsley here. Gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons of parsley. Reminder to me, don't moisturize your hands before you come out here. All right, in goes that parsley. Then I'm gonna go in with garlic. Now we are on a road trip, but I'm thinking we're on a road trip with people we know, so I'm going in with 3 cloves of garlic. If you are on a road trip with people you don't know, do less garlic. That's my number 2 tip. My number 1 tip, bring snacks. Number 2, less garlic if you're just getting to know everybody. All right, in we go with that beautiful garlic. Actually, oh my gosh, my husband Aaron, he used to play in bands, and he was touring across the country one time, and it was during flu season, and him and his buddies decided that if they ate a clove of garlic every single day, they wouldn't get sick. Being 20 is wild. And they literally did that every day. It was the stinkiest car in the world. So don't recommend that, but that's okay. All right, in goes that. Then I'm gonna go in with the zest and juice of a lemon. As much of that zest as you want. The zest is really nice because it brings brightness. The juice obviously brings that acidity. The thing with the juice though, is that it does tend to tone down the color a little bit. So even though we want this to be nice and bright green, adding in the juice is gonna pull that back a bit because that acidity kind of pulls back on that green. But that's totally fine for me. It's still gonna be nice and bright. If you want this to be the brightest green or keep in your fridge for a little bit longer, I would probably just do the zest. It'll still be delicious. We're gonna go in with that lemon juice. Then I'm gonna go in with some tahini. I love a tahini. This gives it kind of a hummus vibe. So I've got some tahini here. Just about a 1/4 cup of that's gonna go right on in. And by 1/4 cup, I mean pour it until until you can kind of get it shut and you're good to go. All right, we're gonna pulse that up just a little bit, just to chop everything together. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna let the mixture run, and I'm gonna go in with, it sounds like a lot, half a cup of olive oil. Anytime you're having a good dip, you want a good amount of oil in there. That's gonna emulsify everything. So I'm just gonna drizzle that in while it's going. That's gonna help it emulsify and turn into a beautiful dip. Do you see it coming together? Looks stunning. Now, once that whole half cup is in, you can add in some water if you're feeling it. So honestly, that looks beautiful. I'm gonna season that up with some salt. You could go in with a little bit of pepper as well. I'm gonna thin this out just a titch to make it a little bit more dippy. So just a splash of water goes in. Give that a little bit of a pulse. Beautiful, look at that dip. Okay, looking stunning. I'm gonna serve this up, pop it into a bowl. Now you can pack it in any sort of container you've got hanging around. I got this handy dandy one where I've got all my little compartments. I'm gonna pop that dip right in the center. One of my faves, so good. But don't forget, we've also got our little chippies here. So we've got those beautiful golden brown chips. Honestly, I'd probably leave 3 of these open for the chips. Pop those in and you are ready for your road trip.